ESTA, Ari, ESTA. Yep, grinding up here. Another medical device company. Coming right up to the 100-day moving average, very close to it. CFLT, one you've been talking about for a couple of days. Yeah, bouncing up here. 32.85, 30 cents to a resistance level in CFLT. Up this morning, 5.5%. Yeah, that stock doesn't move an awful lot, but that's a pretty nice gain on this one, $1.72. SPY moving back down again. Qs as well. And IWM as well. There's Lemonade still grinding up. Look at this big move in Lemonade. Beautiful, beautiful move. Lemonade off of earnings a couple days ago. Um, Dimitri, okay, so your day trade restricted. Okay, so which the strangles work good for you as long as you keep them overnight. That's fine. You save your 3-day trades, your 3 trades for Fridays, reserved for lottos and SPY Super System trades. Okay, your question is on the SPY Super System. Your impulse to extend my limited reach by using the following leveraged call indexed options. SPY, well, that would be one of them anyway. SPX, SPXS, TQQQ, SQQQ. I mean, you can use those intraday if you're going to get out during the day. Yeah, and they are leveraged, but you're going to have more volatility in those things. IWM is a TNA and TZA. You can use those, and they're leveraged, which means they're going to move a little bit more to the upside if you catch them right. And I know a lot of folks that trade the SPX. Um, those trade 10 times the cost of a SPY. But for the leverage ones, yeah, the TQQQ or the SQQQ, or the SPXL, yeah, they can trade those for sure. I mean, they should work fine for you. Again, you're going to have a little bit more volatility. Um, the gains will be bigger if it moves in your direction, and the losses will be bigger. That's the difference. And, the reason I trade the SPY and the Qs and the IWM is the liquidity is really high on those things. I don't have to worry about getting in and out of the trade. Lemonade back on the scan, Dimitri. Thank you very much. Yeah, use them instead of the SPY, the Qs, and IWM. Yep. Yeah, liquidity is the reason that I do that. Yeah, Lemonade. That probably is a decent strangle on Lemonade right here, or a straddle. Probably is a strangle. Let me look. Because it's a pretty big candle today, and good volume as well. Volumes are well above average already. Lemonade right now it's a little expensive for the 38 straddle. It's moving up pretty fast. It was about about 260. I guess not too bad. That's not too bad. Really moving up pretty fast, this lemonade. You have to really be careful when if you're trying to do a straddle or strangle and lemonade. Watch the pricing because it has 50-cent strike price variations, 37.50, 38, 38.50, and it's flying all over the place here. It's right back to 38 right now. Yeah, that straddle and lemonade or strangle and lemonade is pretty nice. Right now it's trading at 38.68. You can do like a 38.50 straddle right here if you want to do a 38.50, 38.50. Puts in calls. Again, it's moving fast. It's hard to call out when to get into something like this because the price is flying around. But right now it's at 38, and it has a 38 strike, so you can do a 38 put and a 38 call. It's going to cost you about $2.60 for lemonade. Can't really post it. This thing's moving too quickly. But I do like the setup that Dimitri just called out on this one. Very nice look on that one. He did a nice job on it yesterday, and this is another good setup right now. Dimitri, you bought it again? Yeah. So you bought the 38 straddle for 264. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, it's right at the high of the day, which is perfect. It does have high volume. You're getting in for 260 with an ATR of about 390. So yeah, that's good. I put a trade on it as well. Let me see what I got. I can't remember. I paid 264 for it. Card that was called out was also a good one. Dimitri, you got a couple new ones, Coors and Riley. Yeah, Riley, $7 stocks are pretty cheap. But if you get it cheap enough, it's okay. Because that thing is moving up really fast. It's moved up today 24%. So that's going to have great volume, and it definitely, if you can get a decent fill on something like Riley, it's pretty good. Also, Coors, CORZ. Yeah, I mean, it's a good market for straddles and strangles if you can pick them off. Coors is also a decent one. It's a scan. Thank you very much, Dimitri. Appreciate that. That's great information. Again, I did take the lemonade. Riley's pretty expensive, Dimitri. Trading at 7.05, the $7. It's about probably $1.50 or more with an ATR of only 96 cents. So that's a little bit dangerous. Yep, just what you just said. Too pricey versus the ATR. All right, good job on that. Very good. Again, I did take the lemonade straddle at the 38 level. I think I got it. Yeah, 38 puts, 38 calls. Paid 264. It's going for 252 right now. SPY pulled back to the VWAP, just riding along. It really just after the move up this morning and then that big flush down, we haven't been doing anything. This gap up, big flush down, then a nice bounce right up toward the pivot point, and then just chop. Now we're just chopping again. Again, I did take a straddle on lemonade. Still got HIMS on, which is at 45.17 right now. And we took ICE as a swing. And we're still in Abbott, which is up this morning about 0.25%. All right, we've got some YouTube folks on here. Anton, I like AMAT short. You like AMAT short, Anton? Yeah, that's a nice short setup. The semis are very weak today. Nvidia is just going down, and AMD is going down. AMAT looks like a good short as well. Anything in the semiconductor area is a decent short. I kind of got some, right where it is right now, 164.55. I got support at 164.45. That's my next horizontal support level on it, which has been hit about 4 or 5 times. So there is some strong support at 160, about 164.45. Anton looking at RTX for a long. Yeah, Raytheon pretty strong today. Breaking out of above an algo line as well, by the way. RTX, yeah, very nice setup on RTX. MasterCard too. MasterCard and both MasterCard and Visa have been very strong today. All the financials have been pretty good. But anyway, if I look at the AMAT right here, you're gonna see the support level I got right there, which has been hit several times, by the way, on my high volume candlesticks. So that I'd be a little bit leery about a support right here. It is to break below there and stay below there. And Raytheon right here, beautiful breakout above an algo line. That's a nice pop there in Raytheon. MasterCard right here, trying to break out. I like the Visa chart a little bit better than the MasterCard. All right. Thanks, Anton. Appreciate it. AMD looks good for short. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, AMD, Nvidia is very close to the 200. But AMD looks pretty nice. Verna continues strong, Ari. Yeah, I had that one down last night. It had earnings. I don't know if does it have earnings this morning or does it have earnings tonight? I got 227. I have to look up to see whether it's today or tonight. Yes, morning. Yep, thank you, Ari. This morning on Verna. So nice pop out here in VRNA. Trying to break out on the chart too. That's a nice setup. Nice look on that one, Ari. Now you're doing an ATR calculation. It's different than mine. I mean, I'm just using straight. All I do is look at my chart with an ATR setup I've got here, and I've got my ATR looks like this. I've got a 50 on here, and a 10 and a 20. Right. The blue one is a 20. This is giving you that over a longer period, and the 10 is telling you what it is most recently. So you can see the big pullback here, and then it's moving up. So I just kind of look at where these things are. Like if I look at lemonade, this is what I'm seeing. Okay, the last couple of days has pushed up pretty quickly, especially on the 10. So I would be looking at lemonade for something around $3, $3.20. I'd want to get it in below there, which we did. All right, so that's all I do. I don't go into a lot of details on figuring out those. I just use TC2000, and I put the periods in there, 10 and 20, just so I can see them both. If you're using shorter time periods, you're going to get a much more variations. Yeah, William says the ATR calculations get funky. Some platforms use a rolling 10 or X number of days calculations. Again, I just want something that's I don't need exact numbers on these things. I just need to know that what I'm getting in for is considerably less than what the ATR is calculated at. Yeah, I am. I'm eyeballing the 2 in the daily. That's exactly what I do. I don't run a calc on it. I just look at it because these things happen pretty quickly. There's other things you've got to look at. You've got to look at the price action recently. Are we compressing on the stock? If I see a stock that's just compressing sideways for a couple hours, I'm not going to take a straddle or a strangle on it until I get some definitive price action. SPY pulling down a little bit now. ICE pulling back a little bit. Have it 2 with the market.
Commentary on Fed's Bowman says urging more tailored regulation for community banks.
About 11:45 here right now. Another volatile day in the market. Gap up, big move down. Whoops. Gap up, big move down. Then a nice recovery. The SPY and the Qs are just playing with a 100-day moving average. I have to leave today, by the way, at 3:30. Got to leave at 3:30. I have to do a webinar. So I got to leave at 3:30. I'll have to shut the room down at 3:30. So if we're going to do any overnights, we'll do it before then. SPY just above the 100. Qs just below the 100. Just not a. If you look at the IWM, at the daily chart in the IWM, look at these Look at these last 3 days candle. Look at the wicks and tails on these things. Doji with a big run up, Doji with a big run down. Just absolutely untradeable swing type conditions. Just horrible. I mean, this is a SPY. Same thing. Look back where we started this thing. Look at this pattern, and I keep pointing this out. There's absolutely no trend here to follow. These are traps. This was a huge pull down here. Should people get short right inside the gap fill at the election? Boom, right back up again. Then they get long up here, and it gaps right down again. And then a gap up, and then a big pull down, and then more moves up the upside. Then gap up, gap up, gap up, and then right back down again. Big gap down. This is impossible to trade other than intraday. I mean, it really is, unless you can find a stock that's really outstanding. And it's having a stock with relative strength and consistency. Trading doesn't care what the market's doing. You know, that's why Abbott is such a good one right now. I mean, it's just with all that market trend. Look at what Abbott's been doing. You know, so again, that's what we're looking for. But this is absolute. I for 15 years I've been trading. I've never seen this long a period of time of basically no trend to be able to try to follow. Because you know, gaps don't really help you unless you have the trade overnight. If you're trying to do it intraday, you don't know whether you're going to get a gap up the next morning or a gap down. Really, really, really difficult trading conditions. Consequently, we don't have a lot of trades on, and intentionally. ICE pulling back a little bit. ICE was at all-time high this morning. HIM is still running around 45, 44.50. Coming down a little bit. Just down, just slightly below the 100-day again now. This is low probability trading environment here. LPTE. This is just garbage. market coming in. In the low of the day on the SPY, 590.52, or $2 lower. Again, I have a horizontal, high volume horizontal line at 590.49, so just about at that exact same level.
Numbers on that CXW Core Civic. Seeing another volume pump to highs. I'm just now how good their social media accounts. This is private prison company. Core Civic has inked a deal with U.S. Immigration and Customs to expand the detention capacity for immigrants at 4 of its prisons. Keep in mind this was mentioned earlier. Now they're out posting on their social medias.
Not anxious to dive into anything right now. Market's just getting above and below the 50, the 100 just keeps chopping back and forth. Again, this is low probability trading environment. This is just pretty untradable for the most part. Yeah, William, no SPY super system trades today. No, I haven't taken anyone. I haven't even considered taking one yet. Just chopping all over the place. Dimitri, you took the straddle in cores, CORZ. $11. Okay. At 82 cents. Okay. Abbott, flat as a pancake today. Down a penny. just about 12 o'clock. Dimitri, on TC2000, yeah, it defaults to this 14 SMA. Used to use the 14-day wireless. I'm using the 10 period, and I'm using the 20 period, 10 and 20. 50 is too long for short things like this. Did I modify the averaging method to something other than simple? No. Mm-mm. No. Again, it's you can modify these calculations to get like exact numbers on the ATR. It doesn't, to me. It doesn't. As long as I'm close, that's all I care about on that. It's not that critical to me. If the ATR is 3.46 or 3.50 or 3.25, it doesn't matter to me. It's as long as I'm getting in for a decent price relative to the ATR that I see. I mean, you can get too far. You can get too far down in the weeds in these things if you're not careful. Geo strong, Ali? GEO? Yeah, Geo Group up to about 8.5% right now. Earnings this morning, I suspect. Yeah, coming off earnings. It's a big candle, big bullish engulfing candle. Again, I just don't have any confidence in the market maintaining any kind of a trend for any kind of period of time right now. Nvidia had great earnings last night, and it's down this morning pretty hard. Again, nothing here to trade. Again, got a couple of strangles on. Again, low probability trading environment, LPTE. We've had a lot of these. Um, no, very few really decent trending days here. Again, we did take ICE, which is pulled back pretty hard from the high, but again, the setup on the daily chart is really, really nice. Again, you see this kind of 5-minute candlesticks, and you get freaked out. Switch over to your daily chart. This is what you've got. You've got a nice setup here. Is it's just gapped up, moved sideways to catch up to the 8. Now it's just moving up along the 8. We've got till the end of March 21st, and there's plenty of time. The volume's been nice. This is a nice setup on ICE. Yeah, but also is a nice setup right now. Down a little bit today, but again, still just moving along the 8. It's all you can hope for in this market, is to have something that's doing a little bit better than the market is. Gonna grab lunch here in a few minutes. SPY just chopping around, Q's just chopping around. And the 100-day moving average has been breached this morning and then bounced back up above it, and now it's back below it again. This has happened this is the third day in a row. The Q's have gone below the 100, popped back above it, and actually closed above it the other 2 days. We'll see what it does today. It's below it again right now on the SPYs. The Q's and the SPY, the same thing. SPY is below the 100-day right now. 590.49 is the support level on the SPY. Again, I took ICE long. We'll hold this for a bit, see how it's a nice daily setup on ICE. Put it in an all-time high this morning. And I've got HIMS. I've still got a strangle on HIMS, which is not really performing very well. It's up this morning about $2.40, but it needs to make a little bit higher move for us to get out for a profit. And I took Lemonade as a straddle. Took a Lemonade straddle 38 straddles on Lemonade, trading right now at 37 roughly. So my My puts on eliminator in the money by about $1. Hasn't really moved the price of the options very much yet.
On RHP, Rotten Hospitality, full performance seller purchase by Executive Chairman, purchasing 8,231 at 97 spot 54 for a total of 802,000.
About 12:20 here. I'm going to grab some lunch here in just about 5 or 10 minutes. We'll shut down the YouTube feed at that point. Market just is an LPTE, low probability trading environment here today. And just cap up this morning, big hard pull down below the 100, big bounce back up above the 100, right back down below the 100 again right now. 100 SMA on the SPY and the Qs. They've closed above it the last 2 days in a row. So we're back down below it again today. What's going to happen? No idea. Energy pretty weak again today. Semiconductors very, very weak. AMD all low of the day here. So that's slightly above the low of the day. Low is 101.88, trading around over 227 right now. Very weak day, and that one was pointed out earlier this morning. First oil is still coming in. And pretty choppy stock here. It had a big move up yesterday and a pull back again today. And a bounce with a little SPY with a little bounce, naturally. And I'm gonna get some lunch. This market is just chopping all over the place. We'll pick up some lunch right now. First solar been very weak today. I mean, here's the chart, 5-minute chart. Here's the SPY coming down. First solar coming down with it. SPY going up. First solar continuing down. A couple of green candles in here, but another drop. First solar drops. Another move up. First solar continues sideways or down, and still drifting down here. And this pops up. It's still drifting down. This is a pretty good short setup for solar. A daily chart on it. Does have some support down under 146.19.
On UBER, some positive comments by CNBC, that's on UBER.
All right, gonna grab some lunch, see if we have any questions here. Sergio just came in and seen ICE March 21 170 call. You cannot try a March 21st for ICE. Oh, let me look. And that's the monthly expiration, March 21st. And 170 calls. Yep, 170 and they go 170, 175, 180. March 21st is the expiration date. Should be, Sergio. You found it. Okay, good. How do I change candle colors? I don't know which ones are you talking about, Pat? I mean, my candle colors on TC2000. If that's what you're talking about, I have to go in there and set up parameters to change the colors. All I have it here is red and green, so I don't have anything special on TOS. You can change them on TOS too, I believe. Figured it out. Okay, thanks, Pat. Okay, very good. What to look for an entry in FSLR? This is what I'd look for. This is it on the 5-minute chart on TC2000. It's following the 8. This white line is the 8 exponential moving average. It's coming down. This is the 15 just above it. I just look for a bounce up to the 8 or the 15 followed by a reversal, and you can do Heikenatsu reversals on it if you want. If I get a Heikenatsu reversal candle, See, this was a Heikenatch reversal right here. Wicks and tails, flat top. I'd be looking for a flat top red candle using Heikenatch to look for an entry into First Solar. And you can do that on Thinkorswim the same way. If I just put it up here. All right. Switch it over to Heikenatch. Look for a Heikenatch reversal right about where it is right here. As soon as you get, but you don't have one yet, but you're looking for a Heikenatch reversal. The momentum's plenty bearish, and you want a Heikenatch reversal. That's what I would look for. Okay, Tigu. SPY bounce it up here now, right up to the VWAP. All right, everybody, going to grab some lunch here. Tugu, thanks very much. I hope that was fairly clear as far as looking for an entry on First Solar. I like First Solar for short. I just intraday traded personally, but I'd be looking for a breakdown here with a Heikenatch reversal candle. All right, going to grab some lunch. I'll have to stop the YouTube feed, so thanks very much, YouTube folks, for being here today. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing some folks in the room, and I'll shut that down now. And